come into their own assignment. Oh, you're live on YouTube. All right, YouTube, what they do? Hey, YouTube, I ain't seen you in so long, YouTube. What they do, YouTube? How y'all doing over here in the YouTube world? What's good with y'all? TikTok, what's good? Hey, family and friends over here at Facebook, what's good with y'all? Y'all come on into the assignment. Oh, man. See? Oh, man, it knocked me off. Yeah, I gotta stop this. Let me see. Boom, silent. So it knocked me off. Y'all gotta hold on, TikTok. TikTok, I gotta do it the right way. Hold on, TikTok. Y'all stay right there. TikTok, stay right there. Don't move. All right. Let me see. Can I get back to y'all TikTok? How y'all? Let me see. Can I get back to TikTok? Boom. How about that? Okay. All right. We might be. Oh, it knocked it. Hey, listen, man. Hey, y'all. They gotta stop playing with me today. What's up with y'all? Hey, listen, but that's my bad. Hey, TikTok, I'm here. I'm on my assignment. Of course, y'all know I come in, 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, usually be in the 9 o'clock hour, but now the creator of all things has backed me up to to 12 noon. And so at the same time, it's like anywhere in the 12 o'clock hour, y'all can come on and hear me speaking to your mind and speaking to your thoughts and cause the mindset shifting that's necessary in order for y'all to come into your own, right? And become the best version of yourself that you can become. And so at the same time, as I came in and I sat down behind the sacred desk, I'm gonna let y'all know right quick that I really didn't have too much to say. I really don't have too much to say, right? And at least that's what I feel like in my spirit, that I don't really have a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? Because now, the creative just have me open enough to receive. And sometimes in this world and in this thing called life, it's a revolving door. Sometimes you become a pourer and sometimes you need to just be poured into. And so at the same time, I'm here. And I stopped by here, right quick to tell you something. I to tell somebody that's under the sound of my voice that what you say and you hear me, and you gotta understand that its power of life and death literally is in the tongue, right? It's literally in the tongue. Power of life and death is literally in your tongue. And so you have to be careful about what you say. Because as I sat here this morning with absolutely nothing to say, at least I felt as though I didn't, the creator of all things dropped this in my spirit. And he says, what you say, you summon. And boy, y'all know I was like, what? I was like, wait a minute. I was like, hold on, give me a second. Let me get my pen out. So I got my pen out, right? And just that quick, in that little moment, I started writing, right? I started writing what was in my spirit, right? I got to show y'all this, how it be working in my spirit, how it works on me sometimes, how the creator of all things I'll come to this table with nothing to say, with absolutely nothing on my heart and my mind when I'm brushing my teeth and I'm spitting that white bowl. And, he told me one time that, whatever, he said, if you're going to be anything connected to that white bowl, you just spit in your toothpaste in that morning. Make sure you are the faucet and not the drain. Make sure you're the fountain and not the drain. And so he give me certain revelations and certain, instances. He'll just speak into my spirit, and then it just kind of like drop heavy. And then I know that I'm supposed to say it to somebody on this live. And so this morning I came in, didn't have nothing to say. I sat down for a second, right? I just sat down for a second. I just sat down behind this sacred desk for a second. And this is what dropped in my spirit. He said, what you say, you summon. And I'm like, summons? And so when he said, I went straight to my phone, y'all. Listen, I went straight to the phone, y'all. And I said, what is the word summons? What does summons mean? Because we have to know these things in detail. When I sit here and I talk to my people, especially the chosen ones, the individual that has been chosen from the very foundation. Many are called, but few are chosen. And so if you are a chosen one, if you can kind of like deal with this live, you can deal with this frequency, you can deal with this aura and this vibration by which I come to the table with, right? And so at the same time, usually if you're a chosen one, you're able to identify with other chosen ones' perspectives by which they come to the table, exuding what they exude in the atmosphere. And so at the same time, he said, tell my children what they say they summons. And boy, I promise you, I didn't have nothing to say to y'all. And I sat here and he said this to me, and I Googled the word summons. And at the same time, it means to literally to speak from an authoritatively perspective. When you are in authority, you are the authority on your own life when you speak. When you say words out of your mouth, ma'am, you are speaking from an authoritative perspective. And it also has a spirit of urgency attached to it. When you speak a word, when you say words, especially if you say words of encouragement, you automatically attach an authoritative type mindset to that word that you spoke. And so since I'm here, and since the creator of all things told me to tell y'all, he said, tell them I said what say they summons into their lives. And so y'all know I sat down and I began to write. And I began to bubble up what this word summons five minutes ago wasn't even in my spirit. When I wrote this word down called summons, and I Googled it and says it's an authoritative type or urgency to be called on. When someone summons you to something, it means they're calling on you. It's calling on you to be present. And so at the same time, in this thing called life, you can't be so stuck in your past that you're stuck in the past through your thoughts. And I don't believe that you can be stuck so far in the future to the fact that you forget what your future that you're actually living in the present. And so right now I'm here to tell you that you're being called on, you're being summoned right now. You're being summoned to understand and comprehend that everything you say out your mouth, you're going to say it because what you say, you summon into your life. And so you have to understand that concept. And so it means to be it's an urgent demand when you summon something or when you summon someone to come here. And so come here right now. I'm summoning every individual in the sound of my voice to come forward. Come forth out of your backdrop of the backdrop of your mind. Come forth. Come now. I'm summoning you to come forth in the understanding and the realization of it all. You might as well go ahead on and come forth. I'm urgently demanding you to come forth, ma'am. And to call people to attend is another definition for the word summon. So I'm calling you to attend to the mind of your own beat, to the mind of your own heartbeat in your present age, a calling to fulfill. Come forth and become and to be everything that the creator of all things has called you to, sir. And so at the same time, it means to bring to surface. It means to come forth from within oneself. Come forth. And so at the same time, y'all know I had to come in. Absolutely, I had to come in here and say these words. That what you say, you summon. Whatever it is in your heart's desire, make sure when you summon whatever it is that you desire, make sure you speak from the top side of the hourglass. Did you hear me? I say, make sure when you summon something, ma'am, when you summon something, sir, when you're summoning your blessings, when you call your blessings to come forth out of the authoritative mindset that you say, what you speak, You're going to have to summons it, because what you say, you summon. And it's an authoritative perspective by which you speak it. Come forth now. Everything that's attached to me, all of my blessings, all of the honor, all of the privileges, all of the things that I need to come forth out of the atmosphere, all of the millions that's attached to me. I don't want no one else's millions. All I want, ma'am, is the millions that has been attached to me from the very foundation of this world. And so at the same time, I'm here to tell you, you can pull anything you desire out of the atmosphere into your reality. You just have to know that when you say it, you got to say it from an alkaline, authoritative perspective. When you speak it, you say, you got a flash goal. Let me see, view it. Come on, let me start my flash goal over here. Hey, I'm going to pin it to the top too. Come on, I'm going to start my flash goal. Yeah, y'all come on in and gather around the table. Did you hear me? I say, come on in and gather around the table. There's no reason for you to leave your table ungathered around. I'm talking about the table of your own thoughts, the table of your own heart, the table of your own desire, the table of your own mindset, the table of your own shifts, the table of your own authority, the table of your own advancement, the table of your own assessments, the table of your own evaluations. Ooh-wee. So I'm here this morning. This afternoon, I had to come in. I know I missed yesterday, and sometimes I got to give y'all a break. Hey there, how you doing? How's everything going with you, Block of Beauty? Come on into the assignment and pull everything out of the atmosphere that you desire, ma'am. Make sure that when you speak into the atmosphere, knowing that you have power of life and death in the tongue, that everything that you say has to be on the life side of the category. It has to be on the life. This has to be life right here. This has to be death. This has to be positivity. This has to be negativity. This has to be alkalinity. This has to be your acidity in the earth. This has to be your wins up here. This has to be your losses down here. Everything in the earth is predicated upon and relevant to. Did you hear me? I say everything in the earth is predicated upon and relevant to. You can't have up without down. You can't have in without out. You can't have your successes without your struggles. You can't have your wins without your losses. You can't have black without white. Ooh, y'all know how that just dropped in right there. But at the same time, y'all understand that there is a dichotomy in the earth. You got to understand what side of the spectrum by which you stand on. You got to stand in light, man. Darkness has its own place for other individuals. It's just not for you, for the chosen ones. You got to stand in your light, sir. You're going to have to stand in your abundance, man. Hey, kings and queens in the earth, I'm calling y'all to come forth. I'm summoning y'all to come forth now. All the kings and the queens. Ooh-wee. All the victorious individuals in the earth. No matter what your situation may look like, you got to know that you're victorious within yourself. Did you hear me? I say you're going to have to know this within yourself, that you are victorious, that you walk in victory. Ooh-wee. And so at the same time, I'm here this morning to tell you to pull out everything you need out the atmosphere. That the atmosphere is pregnated with possibilities. Did you hear me? I said the atmosphere is pregnant with possibilities. But you're going to have to know how to go into the atmosphere and pull out everything that you need out the atmosphere that's tied to you and that has your fingerprint and your name on it. And so at the same time, I'm here this morning. I say the same time I'm here to tell you what you say, ma'am, you summon into your life. that there's literally power of life and death in the tongue of every individual that speak. I don't believe that it's tied into believing or a believer. I believe that this is universal conscientiousness, that everything you say, you are summoned by what you said. And you summon the atmosphere to give you exactly what it is that you spoke. So be careful about your words. Be careful about your mindset. Make sure that you're speaking from the top side of the hourglass every time you say something. You have to say it from the top side of the hourglass, from the light side is at the top, darkness is from the bottom. The positive side is at the top, ma'am. Negativity is at the bottom. Alkalinity is at the top. Acidity is at the bottom. And so at the same time, when you summon, when you speak, when you summon, every time you say something, what you say, you summon. And at the same time, when you summon, it's an authoritative, urgent call to be present as a witness. So be mindful. When you speak, be mindful. Did you hear me, sir? I say be mindful when you speak. When you speak, YouTube, be mindful. Facebook family and friends, be mindful when you speak. Because what you say, you summons into your life. Put it on a t-shirt, baby girl, and send it to me. I'll wear it and then give you the accolades for it. Put it on a t-shirt. You say you're going to put on a t-shirt, put it on there. And I'll wear it and I'll give you the accolades and send business your way. And so at the same time, I'm here to tell you, pull everything out of the atmosphere into your reality, sir. You have the potential possibility of pulling everything that you desire out of the atmosphere and bringing it into your reality. But you got to be mindful. And there's a certain protocol and there's a certain procedure that has to be cognitively aware of. Just like when you're going into surgery, you can't come off the street without going straight into surgery without sanitizing and sterilizing the environment by which you're getting ready to go into surgery with. You have to make sure that your hands are even sterilized. You have to wash them thoroughly and wash them and make sure when you rinse them from the up down and let the water run down this way. Because when we're getting ready to scrub in, when you scrub in and you hold your hands up like this. And you make sure that you're holding your hands up like this. And you hold your hands up in the air so the water can go down. And when you slip your gloves on, that's it. You never bring your hands